Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Sports. And as we continue on through the week, it's our Lions rumor mill as usual every week. If we can find some stuff to talk about, we talk about it. We're gonna start with St. Brown. After the Netflix series where he revealed he played the season with an injury, there are some people worried the Lions might be in some trouble because they did not disclose the injury correctly. So the NFL is currently investigating the Lions because of the St. Brown injury.
Like I said, they tried to bend the rules a little bit so they can get what they can get out of the players. It'll be fine.
I mean, if he wants to,
I thought we were talking about Biden dropping. No, not sports stuff. No, but yeah, Mon St. Brown. I mean, like I said, player teams do this stuff all the time, and it whatever it's they break the rules or they bend the rules, they get fined. It's no big deal. I don't think it'll matter much.
yeah.
I'm more concerned with, like I said, the people who are heard were on the pup list or whatever that is.
Yeah, our injury list going into training camp, small, but some names that we kind of wouldn't really want to be hurt. A couple of them being more or less what we expected, though. Non-football injury got put on. Manu got put on that list. Obviously, he probably wasn't going to get too much playing time this year, anyways. But development-wise, that's not what you want to see.
No, I mean, this is his year to develop. I mean, we don't want to see him not practicing. We want to see. I think everyone's kind of excited to see what this guy looks like in the preseason.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see where that ends up going.
Right.
Exactly
does it
what
say
it is.
What kind of injury? Or?
No, I don't see it on this website what kind of injury it is. But once put on the pup list are Branch, Davenport, and Reader. We expected Reader to be out because obviously he's still getting over his injury from last year. Davenport and Branch, though, that's Branch at least is a little bit more concerning to me over Davenport.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's young. He needs his reps. But like I said, I expect everyone to be good by game time. By the time we start our first game, and we'll be ready for everybody. I think it's precautionary. A lot of it's stuff they don't want to, especially guys like Reader who are veterans. They really don't need preseason. You can put them on the pup and save them for the season.
Yeah,
if we need to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't want anything to really. Hopefully, none of them are that bad. Trying to figure out exactly for the Lions what exactly the injuries are. But for the most part, it's nothing too severe. It seems like for anyone.
Right, Reader was hurt most. Not most, but I think he was hurt.
So Davenport is rehabbing an ankle injury along with Branch. Both of them just dealing with that. And then not much on Manu coming out for whatever that one is.
But we are getting closer. It's going to be preseason soon. So
yes, we are getting closer to see exactly what's going on. No training camp starts this weekend. Anyone who visits training camp, I will be there on Tuesday because free tickets are always nice to get. But training camp does start for people to go see it. So we are getting closer and closer to the Lions starting their year. Extension talks between the Lions and Taylor Decker. They have been around, right? They do want to try to keep their core together as much as they can, even though Decker is from the older time of the Lions.
I don't think it'll be a big extension, but maybe
probably a couple year extension. They're still working on it. It's been relatively quiet. There hasn't been a lot happening with it, but they have been talking. So there is a little bit going on with the extension talks. Maybe you'll get it before the season starts. Maybe you won't.
Right. I think it's going to come down to what happens. You kind of mentioned it before. You thought guys like Ragnow and Decker, if we did win a Super Bowl, they might retire.
They might. I mean, you started at a terrible time. You probably want to finish on top. So if we win, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, you know what, we're done. And I'm sure that they know that as well.
Right.
I'm sure they're not going to randomly drop that on them. I'm sure that's kind of in the back of the mind. They're like, hey, I'm not 100% on if I want to keep on playing. I might want to retire if we actually win this thing. So I would not be surprised if it does happen. I mean, I understand Decker and Ragnow really aren't that old, but Ragnow has his toe problems lays out at least a couple games every year. And Decker, right? I mean, offensive line ain't the nicest position to play. So, I mean, that will take a toll on your body while you're playing that. So, I wouldn't be surprised. And then one other thing coming out today, we have signed an offensive lineman before training camp started, coming from the Bills, Ike Boettger. Ike Boettger, whoever his name is. He's from the Buffalo Bills. So, I mean, I don't know too much about him. He will be at OTAs. We'll see if he has anything.
Right. I mean, through training camp and things like that, you need bodies. You don't want to use the guys you're going to use for the regular season too much. So you need bodies. And they'll be gone. And that's what these guys sound like they're going to be. So.
He has 17 starts at guard over the past 6 NFL seasons.
That's good.
So, I mean, starts, 17.
Right.
About a full year's worth out of 6 years. So, obviously, he's a depth role, right? If he can figure out what he's doing, there you go. But, I mean, I wouldn't expect too much out of him, more or less because we have everybody who we got. And probably going on with the fact that Manu might be hurt, we got a spot on that line at the moment. Kind of if he's going to be hurt for a little bit longer than they want him to be, they might have him kind of filling in until that time. But not too much else going on the Lions front. It's kind of quiet, not a ton happening. Training camp about to start. We'll probably see how they are playing during training camp, how people look. Really, everyone's going to be looking at our corners, seeing how well we've improved there. How good are the wide receivers going to be past St. Brown and Williams?
Is Caleb Williams signed yet?
Yes. I know J.J. McCarthy signed with the Vikings, and they signed their first round pick wide receivers, the Bears did. Okay. I haven't heard too much on the Caleb Williams.
I didn't know if he was signed.
I just know he wants a guarantee that he does not have to have a franchise tag. He does not want to be franchise tagged by the Bears.
That's BS.
He wants that. He wants that in his deal.
Who is he to say that?
He wants that in his deal.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So that is your outside the Lions news.
That is
in the NFC North this week. I mean, I get it. You don't want a franchise tag, but
Wow.
But
we all have caps and wealth and stuff, so except for the rich people, everything. But that he hasn't even shown what he can do yet. He doesn't deserve to make the man.
Nope, he has not. But with all that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video around. Let me know what you think about the Lions offseason so far. St. Brown injuries, stuff like that. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.